You ever see someone pull up in a sleek SUV you can't even name, and it somehow makes that BMW next to it look basic? That's not luck, that's strategy. In 2026, the sharp buyers aren't chasing badges, they're outsmarting them. These are 4 underrated luxury SUVs that deliver real class, real comfort, and none of the overpriced nonsense. Let's count down into the ones only the insiders know. Number 4, Genesis GV80. You can always tell who really understands luxury cars. They're the ones not shouting about German engineering. They pull up in something that makes people squint and ask, wait, what is that? That's when you know you're looking at a Genesis GV80. When this SUV first hit the market back in 2020, people dismissed it as Hyundai trying to act fancy. Fast forward to 2026, and those same people are watching their service bills climb while the GV80 quietly builds a reputation as the smartest luxury move you can make. Under the hood, you get 2 solid options. A 2.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder that delivers roughly 300 horsepower, or a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 cranking close to 400 horses. Both engines pair with a refined 8-speed automatic transmission, sending power through available all-wheel drive. The result? Smooth torque, strong highway pull, and total silence at cruise. Step inside and you realize why so many sharp buyers call it the silent luxury assassin. Real wood trims, soft Nappa leather, brushed aluminum accents. Everything feels like it belongs in a vehicle twice the price. The ride is serene, steering confident, and every surface seems crafted to calm you down instead of showing off. It's elegance without ego. It's not flawless. The infotainment system still carries that Korean logic that takes a week to get used to, and the third row is better for kids or short hops. But reliability scores are climbing every year, owner satisfaction is high, and depreciation is far slower than it used to be. If you're buying used, focus on 2024 models. They've had most early issues ironed out. Check for turbo oil seepage and confirm that all software updates were completed. Expect to pay around $55,000 to $60,000 for a clean, low-mile example, which is a steal for what this SUV delivers. Ideal buyer? Someone done paying for a logo, who wants to glide in comfort and confidence, quietly flexing on people who overspent. And if you think this Korean contender is bold, wait until you see the next one. A Japanese luxury SUV that's even more under the radar but built with surgical precision. Number 3, Acura MDX Type S. If the Genesis GV80 is the quiet assassin, the Acura MDX Type S is the samurai in a tailored suit, disciplined, sharp, and deadly precise. This SUV doesn't scream luxury. It earns respect the old-fashioned way, through engineering. When most people hear performance SUV, they picture German metal and inflated maintenance bills. But smart buyers, the ones who actually drive, know Acura has been quietly sharpening its blade for years. The 2026 MDX Type S proves it. Under that understated body sits a 3-liter turbocharged V6, good for around 355 horsepower, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission and the legendary super handling all-wheel drive system. It's not just marketing talk. This thing moves. The way it carves a corner feels like the engineers actually cared about balance, not just badges. Inside, it's a world of calm aggression. Real Milano leather wraps the seats, the digital cluster feels high-end, and the ELS Studio audio system might be one of the best you'll ever hear in an SUV under 80 grand. You get ventilated massaging seats, a panoramic roof, and a sense that every switch was built to last a decade, not just to impress you at the dealership. Fuel economy? Around 20 miles per gallon combined, decent for the power and weight. Reliability? Solid, as long as you keep up with oil changes and avoid skipping transmission fluid services. This is a car that rewards proper care. The catch? The infotainment touchpad still divides opinions. You either get used to it or you don't. And resale values have yet to catch up to its actual performance. But that's good news for buyers. Depreciation is your secret weapon. Inspection tip. Check for any suspension clunks and make sure the air intake hose isn't cracked. It's a small issue that's been reported on early 2024 models. As of 2026, clean used MDX Type S models sit around $50,000 to $65,000, depending on miles. And trust me, that's value money. Ideal buyer? Someone who wants muscle with manners. A driver who'd rather dominate a mountain pass than a valet line. Quick pause, friend. Grab your phone, hit subscribe, and drop a comment telling us which city you're watching from and which of these SUVs you'd actually park in your driveway. And next, we're crossing the border into American luxury done right, one SUV that proves the US can still play the comfort game better than anyone. Number 2, Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid. Remember when American luxury meant big engines, big chrome, and even bigger gas bills? That era is gone, and the Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid is the comeback story nobody expected. It's proof that Detroit can still outthink Germany and outclass Japan, quietly and efficiently. Back in the day, Lincoln was the brand your grandfather swore by. Now, in 2026, it's the brand sharp buyers whisper about, the one with interiors that feel handcrafted and powertrains that make hybrids actually desirable. Under the sculpted hood sits a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired with a hybrid electric motor that together produce roughly 270 horsepower. The system sends power through a smooth, continuously variable transmission and available all-wheel drive. It's not built to win drag races, it's built to glide, returning an impressive 37 miles per gallon combined in a mid-size luxury SUV that feels way more expensive than it is. Step inside, and it's a vibe shift. The cabin looks like it belongs in a boutique hotel, soft ambient lighting, massive digital screens, and seats that feel more like recliners than buckets. Lincoln's sanctuary design philosophy is real. Every touchpoint whispers calm. Even the steering wheel feels sculpted for long drives, not quick sprints. What makes it stand out isn't raw speed, it's maturity. While competitors chase aggressive styling and fake exhaust notes, the Nautilus leans into effortless luxury. It's the car for someone who's had the loud phase and moved on. Downsides? The infotainment system can lag if overloaded, and some reviewers note a bit of body roll when pushed. But reliability has been strong, thanks to Ford's revised hybrid components and updated software across 2025 and 2026 models. When buying used, look for a 2025 hybrid with under 30,000 miles. Expect prices between $45,000 and $55,000, an incredible deal for something that feels like a rolling spa with real-world fuel economy. Ideal buyer? A professional who values comfort, quiet, and class over clout. Someone who wants to arrive relaxed, not exhausted. And if you thought an American brand couldn't play in the luxury league again, wait until you see the final SUV, a Scandinavian sleeper that rewrites what premium really means. Number 1. Volvo XC60 Recharge. If the Lincoln Nautilus was about rediscovering American luxury, the Volvo XC60 Recharge is about redefining what modern power and calm actually feel like. It's the SUV that doesn't need to flex because it's already 2 steps ahead. In 2026, when most plug-in hybrids still struggle to balance performance and efficiency, Volvo quietly nailed it. The XC60 Recharge pairs a 2-liter turbo and supercharged 4-cylinder engine with a powerful electric motor, together delivering around 455 horsepower through a smooth 8-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive. Translation: it's brutally quick when you want it to be, whisper quiet when you don't. What makes it special isn't just the numbers, it's the feeling. You start the car and there's no sound, no drama, just instant torque. Then you notice the materials: real wool blend seats, clean Scandinavian lines, and an interior so minimal it feels like a meditation room with wheels. Every inch says less noise, more life. The XC60 Recharge gives you up to 35 miles of pure electric driving, perfect for daily commutes. And when the engine kicks in, you're still getting around 28 miles per gallon combined. It's an elegant middle ground for people who aren't ready to go full electric, but don't want to live at the gas station either. It's not perfect. Maintenance costs can sting if you ignore service intervals, and charging speeds on standard outlets are slower than rivals. But build quality is outstanding, crash safety is unmatched, and long-term reliability is better than most luxury plug-in hybrids in its class. When shopping used, look for a 2025 model with the extended range battery pack. You'll find them hovering around $55,000 to $65,000, depending on mileage. Ideal buyer? Someone who's moved past car culture noise and just wants precision, safety, and clean power. A thinker's SUV for people who value engineering over ego. Bonus SUV, Infiniti QX60 Autograph. Every now and then, a brand that everyone forgot about comes back swinging. And that's exactly what happened with the Infiniti QX60 Autograph, a luxury SUV that doesn't need to scream "look at me" to prove it's back in the game. In 2026, Infiniti finally found its rhythm again. After years of chasing trends, the brand went back to its roots: craftsmanship, simplicity, and smooth power. The QX60 is the result, a quiet, confident SUV that hits the sweet spot between elegance and everyday usability. Under the hood sits a 3.5-liter V6 engine with around 295 horsepower, paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission and available all-wheel drive. It's not built to impress with numbers, it's built to feel right. The power delivery is silky, the steering light yet precise, and the ride quality pure Japanese refinement. Inside, the autograph trim is a masterclass in subtle luxury. Think quilted, semi-aniline leather, open-pore wood, and a panoramic roof that floods the cabin with light. It's the kind of interior that makes you exhale when you sit down. Everything feels designed for calm, not chaos. Infiniti also loaded this SUV with tech that actually makes sense. A clear, responsive 12-inch touchscreen, head-up display, adaptive cruise, and one of the best-sounding Bose audio systems in the segment. Downsides? The fuel economy isn't class-leading, averaging around 22 miles per gallon combined, and some drivers find the transmission a touch slow to respond under heavy throttle. But reliability is trending upward, and parts availability is far better than in past years. If you're shopping used, go for a 2025 autograph with under 40,000 miles. Expect prices hovering between $45,000 and $55,000, depending on condition. Ideal buyer? Someone who's grown past brand hype who wants luxury that feels earned, not flaunted. The QX60 autograph is a return to form for Infiniti and a reminder that grace always outlasts flash. So there you have it, 4 luxury SUVs that fly below the radar but hit way above their price. The Genesis GV80, Acura MDX Type S, Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid, and Volvo XC60 Recharge. All proof that in 2026, the smartest luxury move isn't buying louder, it's buying smarter.